All right, I'm back with Robbie, here to talk about the future of Therasage. So we're going to talk a little bit about light beds. We have a lot of different things going on with these light beds. So we have a narrowband UVB bed, which is the one that you see right here. We're going to touch on some other frequencies as well as we move on through these products. So Robbie, benefits of narrowband UVB. You can get tan without damaging your skin. That's pretty cool. But as far as a chronically ill person, talk about a great way to get your vitamin D3. We know that getting vitamin D3 from light, you can overdose from it. And we know there's some research that suggests even supplementation of D3 can lead to a damaging of the cell or a steroid-like effect in the cell, where we know that cannot happen from light. So I know this is probably the thing you're most passionate about, these light beds. So why don't you touch a little bit more on this guy for us?
Well, I have to tell you, of all the work that we've done, if there's something that's going to stimulate health, regenerating health, particularly for the chronic patient, that really their lives have been zapped, their energies have been zapped, the light frequencies seem to really, really do it. The ones that are actually coming from a light source. What we've got here is a cocktail of frequencies in different bulb arrays. We did a fair amount of study on UVA and UVB frequencies. They're the nurturing frequencies of sun energy. And there are some damaging UVB frequencies, but what we've been able to do is basically shield and remediate those frequencies, so that basically what you're getting in our light bed therapy, in the UV bed, is all the nurturing and all the healthy frequencies without any of the fallout. It's amazing. So we're recruiting the activity of the melanocytes that are in our skin. It's the photosensitive active parts of our bodies. And when the light hits when the UV frequencies hit those melanocytes, it creates D2, which then the body converts to D3, the natural best form. And then it's absorbed almost directly into the cell, will stimulate the ATP and also the mitochondria.
Sure.
And it really brings the strength back, particularly to the chronic patient that's been feeling their life source being zapped. This is a great way to do it. So we can regulate blood pressure. So if you're high, bring it down. If you're low, bring it up a little bit. We can increase vitamin D levels, and we can also shift the pH to be a little bit more alkaline, all by using UV frequencies.
Right. And absolutely a fantastic thing for anyone suffering from dermatitis, psoriasis, any kind of eczema, any kind of skin condition. We know there's just tons of research on how wonderful this array can be for that.
Yep. And also on the supplements, it's been all shown that a lot of people, almost about 50% of Americans, can't orally take D3 and absorb it properly.
That's true.
So this is really the best natural way to do it. And unfortunately, what happens is, based on the azimuth of the Earth and where you're located in terms of your location in the country, you may be out in the sun, you may be getting fresh air, but you may not be in sunlight when the proper frequencies are present. And UV frequencies always appear first, usually like in Florida where we are today. Between the hours of 11 and 1 is when UV is most present in our daylight. Then from 1 to about 5 is when the IR frequencies become most prominent.
Absolutely.
So you could be out, you could be enjoying the day and saying, I get plenty of sunlight.
I got all the D I want. But
yet you're not getting it. So this is a great way to supplement it. It's clearly you can do it once or twice a week if you're chronic, and then titrate out, and maybe it's once every other week, and then eventually once a month, and get all the frequencies that you need to be healthy.
Yep, and maintain your D levels. That's another thing doctors ask me, like, well, how often? Like, chronic, come in 2-3 times a week, but after about a month, maybe once every 2 weeks, then like you said, once a month to maintain. And what a nice way to have to build a back-end practice of your patients that want to come back for a follow-up therapy.
Oh yeah,
after you've gotten them well.
It works so well with everything else.
Awesome maintenance care product. That's what I was looking for.
No, I was going to say, it works so well with whatever you're going to introduce. This will really cap out that therapy. And it's affordable. It doesn't cost a lot to maintain in the practice. And it's really a great adjunct to whatever modality you're going to introduce.
Yeah. The doctors always tell me, like, Jason, the biggest cost concern I have with the treatment is how much of my time is it going to take? Well, here you go. Your patient sits in it, your staff cleans it up.
Yeah, it's
takes
virtually unattended.
Right.
So that's a key. So we recommend it highly, and I think it's showing us that it's going to be the healthcare practice for the future.
Absolutely.